What if you could lose weight while eating cake this Christmas? Is that even a thing? Like, can you do that? Of course you can. And if you want to learn how, you clicked on the right video. Welcome back to Hello Weight Loss. I am your hostess with the mostest, Diane, and if this is your first time on my channel, you're about to dive into all things weight loss here. I am here to help you lose weight and look and feel great. Now, in today's video, in honor of my Slim Christmas 6 weeks challenge, there are only 4 spots left. So if you want to lose some weight this Christmas, click that link in the description box. You're going to thank me. Yes, in honor of my Slim Christmas challenge, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to lose weight and eat cake. Especially during the holidays, some of us like to indulge, and I'm going to teach you some do's and don'ts, some practical steps to how you can enjoy your favorite foods this holiday without gaining weight. Let's dive in.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Alright, show of hands. If every time you see a piece of cake or your favorite food, all self-control, all discipline, all willpower completely goes out the window. We're taught that some foods are good and some foods are bad. So obviously, if you want to lose weight, we're gonna focus on eating lots of the good foods, right? We're gonna avoid all the bad foods at any cost. And what happens when we do that is we end up feeling like these foods that are bad, which are all our favorite foods, have some type of control over us, and we just can't seem to control ourselves or contain ourselves every time we are around them. Now, I think one of the most important words for weight loss that I think I would love for you guys to learn and understand is balance, moderation. Even with things like flour and sugar, which I have myself told you guys to stay away from, I think it's so important to balance out your diet. So you don't want to just be eating salads every day. You want to make room for the foods that you love to eat just because you love to eat them, even if they have absolutely no nutritional benefits. Something like cake. So I am going to give you some do's and don'ts of how to start to incorporate some of these things into your diet without feeling guilty, beating yourself up, feeling like you failed because you haven't. As long as you're doing it in moderation, you are allowed to have some of these bad foods. Alright, let's talk about some do's and don'ts. How to eat cake and lose weight, especially during the holidays. Alright, so we're going to start with our do's first. Now, there are 7 things that I want you to do when incorporating your favorite foods this holiday. Number 1 is to plan ahead and set clear boundaries out of love. Alright, what do I mean by that? What planning ahead does, meaning planning to have your cake, planning that on Christmas Day, I'm going to have 3 slices of cake or 2 slices of cake, and I'm gonna have it with some eggnog. Plan it ahead of time so that you're setting yourself up for what you want. When you wait until the moment that you're there and the cake is there, it's hard to stay in control because you had no plan. You're just gonna be eating and enjoying the festivities, and it's hard to stay conscious. So plan to eat your cake or whatever your favorite food is ahead of time, and then set some loving boundaries for yourselves. And when I say loving boundaries, I feel like a lot of us restrict out of hate or out of anger. Like, we want to eat this food, but you feel like you can't, so there's a lot of friction. I want you to lovingly set some boundaries for yourself. Say to yourself, Diane, I know the cake went nice, but we're only going to have 2 slices this Christmas. Because remember that 2022 is coming up and I want to be 10 pounds lighter. So this is what we're going to do. Do it out of love for your future self, not out of hate or anger. So do number 1 is to plan ahead of time and set some clear boundaries out of love. Number 2 is to make it enjoyable. I think so many women have so much shame around eating their favorite foods, whether it's cakes or ice cream or cupcakes or whatever it is. A lot of us will hide in our car and eat it before we go in the house, or you're eating it in the kitchen, or you find somewhere in the pantry and you're just eating it and you're just stuffing your face so that no one will see you. There is no shame. It's okay. Share out the food on a nice little plate, set it up nicely, sit down, use a knife and fork and enjoy the taste because you love the food, right? So eat it, stay conscious, think about what it tastes like, create a memory around your cake. Make it an experience and really enjoy eating because it's a fun food. Enjoy it. Don't rush it. Number 3 is portion control. So what you want to do is use smaller plates. What happens is a lot of us eat things straight out of the package, and an easy way to ensure that you don't overeat is actually taking whatever it is out of that package and putting it on a plate. Putting it on a really small plate that you can't really put too much on the plate, that you're forced to have to get up and go for seconds if you do want another round. This sounds really simple, but I promise you it helps. If you're having chips, like chips and dips, pour some chips out into a little container, a little bowl, and then have your dips on the side instead of just eating straight out of the bag, because then it's hard to control how much you're eating. So that's a really simple tip that you can use to not overeat your favorite foods this Christmas. Number 4 is also super simple, but it's very effective. Hydrate. Have some water before you eat whatever your favorite food is. Just drink a glass of water. What that's going to do is going to help you feel refreshed and hydrated and prevent you from overeating. Our next one is to stay present, stay conscious. A lot of us check out and we're just kind of eating and we don't really realize how much we're having. While you're eating, talk to yourself. Oh, this is so good. Have I had enough? Am I still hungry? Do I need more? Check in with yourself. Don't just eat without staying conscious. Don't get lost in conversations and don't eat while watching TV. Make sure that you're paying attention to your meal, enjoying it, and then checking in if you're hungry, if you need more, or if you're satisfied and it's time to stop. My last do for how to eat cake and lose weight is go for a walk. Now, we're not going for a walk to punish ourselves because we just had cake. We're going for a walk because it's going to help with your digestion. It's going to help you to feel light and airy. It's going to help you to go to sleep better in the night. It's going to help with bloating. It's going to help with your blood glucose, and you're going to feel amazing. So after that big Christmas dinner, go for a walk with your family. It's going to be a great experience. So those were my do's. Now it's time for some don'ts. Here are some things that you want to avoid doing in order to eat your cake and still lose weight this Christmas. Number 1, do not, I repeat, do not wait until you are starving to have whatever your favorite meal is. Nobody makes good decisions when they're starving. Nobody. So you want to make sure that you don't wait until your head is hurting and you feel like you're about to tumble over to have your favorite foods, because then you're going to want to eat everything in sight. So make sure that you're not dying for hunger. You could eat, that point where you're like, I'm not dead, but I can't eat something. Right there is where you want to have your favorite meal. Don't wait until you're starving. Number 2, resist the urge to hide and eat. There is nothing to be ashamed of. You are allowed to have your food and enjoy it. Eat it out in the open. And when you're hiding, I feel like you tend to eat more than if you're in a public space and you're eating your food. So don't take your plate to your room. Don't carry the food to your car. Eat in the open and allow yourself to enjoy your favorite meal with family and friends. Number 3, do not beat yourself up. Now, earlier I told you that a do is to plan ahead. So suppose you plan ahead and you did say, we want to eat 2 slices of cake, and you end up eating 4 slices of cake. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay. At least you never eat 6. I think so many of us are so hard on ourselves, and if we don't do what we told ourselves to do, or if we end up falling into our urge or giving into a craving, then it's kind of like we're the worst person in the world, and then we just keep on eating because we feel guilt and shame. Don't do that. Have your own back and be loving and kind to yourself. My next don't is don't overeat. Now, you probably already know this one, but I know especially when family is around and you might have your mother just putting more things on your plate. Don't feel pressure to overeat just because somebody else thinks you should be eating more. You know what's right for you. You are capable of setting your own boundaries, and listen to yourself and stand up for the decision that you made ahead of time. Don't overeat because of pressure around you. Stay in control, stay present, and stop when you've had enough. You can always have some more tomorrow. I want you to know that even though it can feel like this is your last opportunity to eat the cake or whatever it is, there's more cake. There's gonna be more cake tomorrow and the next month and next year. There's going to be more opportunities to enjoy this food. So you don't need to eat everything that's there right now. You're abundant. You live in an abundant world and there's always more food. My last don't for you is don't doubt your capabilities. Don't doubt your ability to stay disciplined. I think a lot of us don't put ourselves in positions to have some of these foods because you're thinking to yourself, boy, I'm gonna have no willpower. If I go around the cake, I'm gonna start eat one, I'm gonna eat the entire cake. You do have willpower because you're gonna plan ahead. And you're gonna have in the back of your mind that, Diane, we know that my blood pressure is already high. I'm trying to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to lovingly only give myself 2 slices of cake. Or 1 slice of cake, depending on what boundaries you set for yourself. You can do this. And if you keep telling yourself that you don't have discipline or willpower, you're not just gonna magically get discipline or willpower. Those things are developed over time. So the more you set boundaries for yourself and follow through, the more disciplined you will be around your favorite foods. All right, those are my do's and don'ts for how to lose weight while eating cake. Is there any do or any don't that really resonated with you? Tell me below, leave it in a comment. Let's have a quick chat. If there's something that you disagreed with, let me know below as well. I'd love to hear, I'd love to have a conversation with you. If you are looking for some extra support and accountability this Christmas in order to not gain weight while eating your cake, then you want to join my 6-week Slim for Christmas challenge. We have 4 spots remaining. You're getting live Zoom workouts with me and my awesome fit queens. You're getting nutritional guidance and my foolproof cheat sheet to ensure that you don't gain weight while eating your favorite foods this holiday. Click that link in the description below. If you found this valuable, I'm sure your friend will find it valuable as well. Share this video with a friend, like, subscribe, and I will see you over in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.